Good evening again. This is Mickey Sightings trying out some of the settings in our home studio here to see which will work out best. And so we'll see how it goes. Made some adjustments here, maybe make some adjustments in the camera. So kind of bear with us. We will make one more adjustment here with the camera and we'll see how that works. Hold on a minute. You might be looking at the sky. That's a little bit better. If we can get got a little bit of reflection going on there. And let's see. Oh, that cuts me off. That's not good.
Oh, okay.
Not good.
Okay, you do.
That's better. Except the room is in a tilt. Okay, let's see. Yay! Hello there, Christina. Good to see you tonight. If you didn't hear what I was saying, we're kind of doing a home announcement tonight. We have just started a studio here at our home for Mickey Sightings, and this will give us a place where we can do news and views as it relates to the world of Disney. And so we've been doing some camera tests and some light tests and things like that. So hopefully everything is coming good well on your end. So this is our first time doing it from home tonight. So we'll say, hey, oh, and hello, Susie Johnson. Oh, great. It is? Good. Fantastic. We've done some videos from the parks, but this is the first time we've tried to do it here at home, here in really kind of setting up our own studio format here. But welcome. Good to have, yeah, all right. Fantastic. So a lot going on in Disney. And so we're using this studio time as a platform to kind of talk about news and views as it relates to the world of Disney. We'll be looking at construction, especially right now, construction that is going on in the parks. Of course, at the end of the month at Disneyland, Galaxy's Edge will be opening up. We also have Galaxy's Edge will be opening in August here at Disney World. So wow, it's a lot of stuff going on right now. The Skyliner project is coming along beautifully. I was noticing that today over at Epcot that the fencing has been taken down around the there. Also, they were running gondolas on the line today, evidently doing some weight testing because there was quite a bit of sag on the lines. So they'll be tightening those up. And I'll tell you, it's really cool to see what all is happening there. And of course, they opened up the new bus loop at Hollywood Studios. They're still working on the ticket transportation area, the security checkpoint area there outside of Magic Kingdom. They're still doing work inside Magic Kingdom with the moats there. Of course, they've been repainting Tomorrowland. This past Saturday, the Speedway opened back up again, which was really cool. A lot of work going on there. Oh, hi there. Hey, RV to Disney. Great to see you. Good to have you guys with us tonight for our first ever. So you guys are the first ever to be on our live stream for Mickey Sightings of the home studio. So that's pretty cool. Awesome. Welcome. And just kind of talking about some of the things that are going on and kind of shooting from the hip here. Really more interested in trying to do some audio testing and video testing tonight. I know sometimes our internet out in the country is a little weird. So we're trying to make sure we have a stable stream going on. But back to Magic Kingdom, a lot going on, of course, with the Tron roller coaster construction. I don't know if you guys have been watching that online. A lot of neat stuff there. The supports are up. A lot of the railing is up. It's going to really be neat to see all of that coming together. And then also the monoliths at Epcot were supposed to be the beginnings of the dismantling of those was to happen today to begin the new entranceway construction there into Epcot. So a lot of stuff going on for preparation for the 50th anniversary. And I'm hearing that the Ratatouille ride is ahead of schedule to open in 2020. So that is really cool news. They have erected the building, it looks like, to the right of it. It's right on the right side. If you're facing the French Pavilion, To the right is overhead, of course, is the skyline, but to the right is a new building, and where a lot of us are hypothesizing that that's probably where the new Crepe restaurant is going to come in there to the French Pavilion. They also opened all the bridges up over at Coronado Springs in preparation for the tower to open there, and also the new restaurant to open there at Coronado Springs there on the waterfront, which is going to be a really, really neat restaurant. I cannot wait to eat there. The menu looks phenomenal. It hasn't appeared on the My Disney Experience app yet, so evidently we don't really know exactly when they're opening yet, but we're thinking it's probably going to be sometime in the next few days or next month. Welcome, Greg's Disney's Adventures. Good to have you guys with us tonight. Awesome. Kind of once again, welcome to the very first ever home stream of Mickey sightings. So good to have you guys with us tonight. A little bit of a discussion point. We'll be going to the parks. We were going to be at the parks in about 2.5 weeks, but we had a significant sickness in one of our family members, and they were also going to be going, and because of that, we had to postpone our trip to Orlando. But we're actually in North Florida. We're only a short distance away, so it doesn't take us a lot of planning to get down there. But we're hoping to be down there in the next few weeks. Any of you guys going to be down there soon? Oh, wow, Greg's Disney. Wow, you're moving to the Disney area in 4 days. That is awesome. Fantastic. It is busy down there. It's kind of wild. I was reading a report last week that said that Orlando was the most visited city in the United States in 2018. So that is incredible. A lot of people moving into that area. You'll be living 10 minutes from Walt Disney World. Wow, that is awesome. That is so cool. That is cool. Well, that'll be really cool. You'll be able to really kind of watch all the stuff as it's going on really well now. That is cool. That is awesome. Yeah, we're about 3 hours away, so it's a little bit of a road trip, but not too bad to get down there. So I wanted to, in the times that we weren't at the parks, to be able to do something here at home, to stay abreast of the news. And I know there's a lot of news and things out there, what's going on, but this would kind of be our own particular format. And also, I have always loved Disney history and studying the life of Walt Disney. And so I was hoping also this channel would focus on some of those kinds of things too, some of the historical aspects of Walt Disney World, maybe some of the theory and the thought behind the way some things were done. So if you look at, I've tagged some videos on our Facebook page at Mickey Sightings that go back to the opening ceremonies of, I think, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, which MGM back in the day. I was there for the 30th anniversary of Hollywood Studios. That was really cool. I was able to see the first. I guess you probably saw it on the Mickey Sightings YouTube page, but we were able to see the first showing of the new show there. What do you guys think about it? Let's talk about it for just a minute. What do you guys think about the new show? If you've been able to see it, what do you think about the new show at Hollywood Studios? The animation shows. Really, what do you think about it? I personally liked it. It was just me. It was very busy. It's definitely one of those shows where you don't get all of it the first time, which that may be intentional. Who would think that they would do it that way? A lot going on all of the screens. It was so neat to see a lot of the historic animation there. I think my absolute favorite scene was the Sleeping Beauty scene, where they dropped in the different animation layers. That was so cool, and to see that live was really amazing. I think the video really kind of captures it pretty good, but being live, is always the best. But then when Walt said, and that night, because nobody was expecting, because nobody had seen this thing, nobody had heard this thing, and whenever it was Walt's quote, which is actually our Mickey Sightings tag, lest we never forget that it was all started with Mouse, there were tears all over. It was so emotional when his voice went out. I can't explain it. There were people around me, and all of a sudden it was just like tears everywhere. I think even in the comment, if you watch my video, you might hear say, was it just me, or to get a little emotional there for a second? It was so powerful. And then to have Mickey make the announcement in the character style of the Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway, to say, hey, you haven't seen anything yet. There's a lot more going to happen. Thought that was really cool. You caught it on Resort TV One. Yeah, they were actually there with me. I got to see them that night while they were there. I think Jim was there that night, and they were further back from me. They got a little bit broader swath of it, so I think they were able to capture it. But yeah, they of course do a jam up job with all of their videos too. There at Resort TV One. Yeah, exactly, Greg. That was the thing. Walt's voice toward the end, it was absolutely amazing. I don't know. It was. It always makes my hair stand up even thinking about it, because it was kind of unexpected. I think in so many ways, some of that has been, I don't know, kind of removed from the mix in recent years, and to have that come back, to have that nostalgia come back, to have that roots, that foundational Disney was so important, and I think it was just classy, very well done. But yeah, Susie Johnson, yeah, there was a lot to see at once. That is for sure. Yeah, we love Resort TV One. Yep, we do too. I'm heading to D23 for the first time in August. Oh, Greg, that is awesome. Wow. Oh, wow. I hope you're planning to. Are you going to do any streaming out there or any vlogging while you're out? That will be just fantastic. That will be fantastic. That's like, as a matter of fact, my wife and I were talking about that the other night, that maybe in 2 or 3 years, that is something we would be able to do. We've never been out to Disneyland. We've only been to Disney World, of course, the resorts here. So that's really kind of our limited scope of things there, but would love to get out to Disneyland. The new pop-up, the Mickey pop-up celebration that they're doing out there right now would just be really neat to see. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I'll tell you, it is definitely the world of Walt right now. It really is. Prince Dev and Corey Meets World are going too. Yep, that's right. Yeah, they Prince Charming Dev and Corey Meets World had announced, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, that they're going to be going out there together, which is going to be pretty crazy, having them both live stream at the same time. So Greg, you said, yes, I will be streaming the Rise of the Resistance attraction, provided if they open it. Yep, that is true. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Would that be awesome? The Rise of the Resistance attraction is, I cannot even just imagine the technology that is in this thing. Due the delays that have happened, and a lot of us here, of course, is because of some of the technology in it and trying to make sure it's all ready. But wow, that is going to be so cool. Galaxy's Edge is just going to be that immersive experience. My daughter is so excited about building a droid, so that when we go to the Galaxy's Edge, the droid interacts with what's going on there, and she's all excited about that. So I have a feeling we're going to be building a droid in our near future at Galaxy's Edge. So that's going to be cool. And also, it's going to be neat because it's for a logistics standpoint, it's going to kind of open up the backside of Hollywood Studios, so you can move around a little bit better outside of Toy Story Land and that. So it's going to be cool. But yeah, wow, D23, that's pretty cool. That is really cool. So you'll also be at the grand opening at Galaxy's Edge Hollywood Studios on August 20th. Fantastic. Wow, that was awesome. Greg, great. Man, that's going to be so cool to see you report from there. That's going to be really neat. I will plan to be there. I don't know if I'll actually be able to get in. Of course, we'll see if they're going to do the same reservation system at Hollywood Studios that they've done out at Disneyland. Not sure what their plan is, but can't wait to see what they're going to do. That is really cool. So anyway, so I'll be able to do both versions of Galaxy's Edge on both coasts. Wow, that's fantastic. I can't wait to see what you do from that and bring back from it. That is going to be really neat, Greg. And so you're going to be making the move there to Orlando and doing all of this at the same time. So wow, you're going to have a busy year, a busy summer, I should say, getting all those things in place. But that's cool. D23, going to D23. Have you ever been to D23 before, or is this your first time going? Very first time. Yeah. Wow. That is awesome. I can just imagine you're probably, if you'd be like me, you'd probably be like, so whoa, your head and heart and everything else is just going to be ready to explode. Wow. That is so cool. Well, one day it is definitely on the list. Maybe next year, maybe the following, but definitely one day get out there for that. Too bad they don't do it 1 year in Orlando and 1 year out in Anaheim. Swap it back and forth. That'd be kind of cool for those of us on the East Coast. That it's kind of tricky going all the way out to California, but I understand why. But it would be kind of cool. So that's going to be neat, Greg, to see you report from that. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to what you bring back. Yes, a fifth gate. Yeah, that is me too. Me too. That is one of the reasons why I wish I could go this year, because that I definitely think we're up for an announcement of the fifth gate. Do you have any theories as to what it might be? I know people have been kind of batting a lot of ideas, on Marvel World or Marvel Universe, maybe even a Pixar land to better incorporate Pixar better. Any ideas? Any thoughts from you, Greg, as to what you're thinking on a fifth gate? Anybody else out there have any ideas of what would make a good fifth gate park? I think Pixar Land would be kind of cool. I think you could incorporate a lot into that. Yeah, a villains and heroes park. Yeah, that'd be neat. And we have seen a lot more concentration on the villains, which is really cool. Because we don't kind of like villains. It's kind of one of those crazy things. But yeah, a villains park would be kind of neat. That would be kind of neat to see how develop that out. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe a heroes and villains. Yeah, that would be neat. There'd be a lot of rides, a lot of things that you can incorporate into that too. That idea. Yeah, interesting. With everything going on with the buyout, of course, now with Hulu, eventually it's going to be all of Comcast. It's almost like Universal Studios is on loan now from Disney. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there, because Universal, has bought property, some more acreage over where the lands. I can't remember the name of it, the Star Spinner thing, but over in that direction, they bought some property, so they were looking at doing some work there. So I'm real curious to see all this acquisition by Disney is going to really impact Universal Studios. You need villains to have heroes. That's exactly right. So you definitely have to have villains to have heroes, right? So it's the forces of good and evil, light versus dark. Yeah. So yeah, it is going to be interesting on using Marvel at Walt Disney. Yeah, it is. What kind of deal they can put together? There's going to be a lot of deals being put together over all of this over the next several months and upcoming years, for sure. Yeah, that is for sure. Susie Johnson says she votes Pixar Land. Oh, okay, Pixar. I love Pixar. I think they can do a lot with Pixar. They're already doing with Toy Story Land, just kind of incorporate all of that into. They've got the Racing Academy, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy over there. They have things that they can dangle with the 20th Century Fox. Yes. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Allergies go crazy here. Yeah. They do have some carrots that they can dangle with the 20th Century Fox acquisition, that's for sure. So that's going to play a big part into it. When you look at the depth and the breadth of that acquisition, yeah, that's cool. That is, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what happens over the course of time. What is the Greg? What is going on right now across the parks? What are you most excited about right now? I know there's a lot going on. Virtually every park's having something going on. What's the most exciting thing going on for you? And also, Susie, for you too, because right now it looks like it's the three of us. What are you guys most excited about right now? That's going on across the parks? for me, I'm really excited about Epcot, what's going on at Epcot. I think that's going to be really neat. I think we're going to lose some things, and I think we're going to gain some things that are going to be kind of neat. I think definitely redoing the entranceway is going to be huge. It's going to go back to a little bit more like it was back in the day. It's just going to be, from the concept drawings, it's just going to be beautiful. The updated River of Light show. Yeah, that's right. The updated River of Light show. That is, to me, I love that show. But I hear so many just hammer that show to no end. I like it. As a matter of fact, my family and I, we were there, I think within the first week of it opening, and they've changed it since then. There have been changes to it, just like if you've noticed over the years, Happily Ever After has even changed even just a little bit. They update some things on it. It's small changes, but if you see it enough, you notice those changes. But the River of Light, yeah, I am too. I am really excited about it. I'm excited about the new fireworks show at Epcot too. I've loved Illuminations of Earth. I think it's been great, but I think it's time for a change. And I'm excited about what's coming up. I really am. I think it's going to be something totally different. I think it's going to be fresh. Yeah, I like change. I really do. I do. I love the nostalgia, and I do like there are certain rides, especially at Magic Kingdom. Don't touch those. But there's some things that it's okay. I think fireworks shows, for me, now this is just me, but fireworks shows I don't get real sentimental about. I love them. They're beautiful. But I always like to see what new things that they can develop for fireworks and lasers and projections. And I'll tell you one of the things, if you look back on the projection shows of old, they got so much more crisp, or so much brighter. You really got to see that, I think, with the new show at Hollywood Studios. Much brighter projections there. Yeah, you can't stream it. That's true. That's true. Unless they bump up. That's what I've heard. I've never tried streaming Rivers of Light, but I've heard that it's hard to stream because the connection there is almost impossible. And it's harder to stream a lot of times. Those lights, those water screens are sometimes hard to catch. Yeah, Epcot Fair, I do. I think it's going to be amazing. When they start talking about kites, a lot of people are like, kites, why do you mean kites? Those things look cool. I'm sorry, but it looks cool to me. I mean, number one, being pulled on jet skis, I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Our daughter celebrates her birthday right about that time, so I'm hoping to be there. It'd be really cool to be there on September 30th to watch the last Reflections of Earth, and then be there on October 1st to see Epcot Forever. It'd be really neat to see that. We were actually able to do that with Wishes to Happily Ever After, which was really kind of cool to be able to see that transition literally within a 24-hour time period. Yammy's Adventures. Hey, Yammy. Hello. Long time. Welcome. Okay, I've already given my spiel to. I get Greg's on here and Susie's on here. This is my first live stream from home. Set up a home studio here. Got it kind of put together a little bit today. Basically doing audio and kind of video check and see what kind of lighting adjustments I need to make and things like that. But welcome, Yammy. Watched your video the other day. Great job. So glad your puppy's feeling better. Glad to see that. That is awesome. No, Greg and I and Susie are kind of bouncing around kind of what our favorite things that are happening right now on at the parks, and some of the updates that are happening, kind of what we're looking forward to. How did I go live? I'm live through my webcam, actually, through YouTube. You can still go live with less than 1,000 subscribers through YouTube if you use your webcam. So that's what I'm doing. I use streaming if I'm going through, or Streamlabs if I'm out in the parks. But here I can use YouTube. So yeah. Good, good, exactly. Well, Yammy, if I can share that, you guys gave me so much information that day in Hollywood Studios about what to do, as kind of a new streamer, and you guys have been doing this for a while. I'm definitely the new kid on the block. We were actually going to be back down in like 2.5 weeks, but our niece, I don't want to go into all the drama, but she's 11. They found a racquetball-sized cyst on her brain 2 weeks ago. She had brain surgery for that, and then the weekend she threw some pulmonary embolisms ended up having to have some heart surgery. She's now recovering. She's still in ICU with that right now. So that canceled that trip altogether. But hopefully we'll be able to get down there in 3 or 4 weeks, is what we're thinking. I'd go right now. There's so much happening right now. I would jump in the truck right now and head down there because I would like to get some of what's going on at Epcot. The monoliths are coming down today. They've opened up the gates around the Skyliner system there at Epcot so that you can see a little bit more of that now. The gondolas are running everywhere. They've opened up all the bridges there at Coronado Springs. I mean, it's just to see kind of what's going on at Ticket and Transportation, the Tron roller coaster, Magic Kingdom. I mean, it's just like bam, 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 bam. I'd hop in the truck right now and do like I did that day, basically doing like a day trip. But it'd have to be a day trip this time. So hopefully we'll be getting down there in the very, very near future. Look for me on Facebook, Tammy Dudley, and let me know when you come back. Absolutely, I will. And we'll get together. I'd love for us all to get together and go have lunch or do something together. I think that'd be really, really cool. So you're going to Epcot tomorrow. Wow. Are you going to do some video while you're there? Greg, as we was just talking, he is going to be going to D23 this year for the first time. He was sharing with us that he's excited about that. He's going to be able to go to both openings of Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland and at Disney World. I'm telling you, he's going to be getting some great stuff out there. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for him. Yes, and outlet taping. Yeah, Yami, I've already decided we're going to have to figure out a way that we can place orders when you're out there doing outlet taping, that we can place orders when we see stuff there that we like. That's funny. Yes, we want to go to D23 as well. Oh my goodness. We were talking about that the other night, that maybe in a couple of years. I was telling Greg it'd be nice if they would flip-flop D23, 1 year in Orlando, another year in Anaheim. I know why they do it in Anaheim, obviously, but it would be neat. It'd be neat if they kind of flip around every other year, every few years, so that we over here on the East Coast could experience that. But that's really cool. That's really cool. But Greg, yeah, he's going to be moving into the Orlando area, so that's really neat. That he's going to be. Why did you say, Greg? What, like 4 miles? I think it was, something like that, from Walt Disney World. So that's really cool. I will do that, Yami. Absolutely, I will get with you on Facebook because that's kind of like the studio here. You just kind of like touring around just a little bit. We got a little bit of our few little things there, just kind of setting up. But just kind of take you guys around here. Some of our little collections here we've got going on. And so anyway, I'll just kind of coming together here and hoping that's all going to work out good. Work out real good. We want to move closer. We are 33 miles away. Yeah. Well, imagine being 200 miles away, Tammy. Imagine that, being 200 miles away. But yeah, 33 miles away. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I don't want to hear it 33 miles. But yeah, 4 miles. Oh my gosh. Just basically walk to Disney World. That would be a problem though, because we'd have no money. That we'd have no money. We'd be there all the time. And but hey, it's a happy place to be. That's for sure. That is awesome. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream. I've kind of taken down a few ideas here as I've been kind of seeing the feed, and as to maybe some lighting changes and things like that. But I am so glad that you guys are here. This is awesome. Next time I come on, well, the next 2 or 3 days, I know hubby is broke, right? Exactly. That's what. Yeah, my wife was like, no. Yeah, she's the saver, I'm the spender, but that's how it is. But next time we'll have a little bit more of a format. Like I said, today was really a test to see would this thing actually work, and it did. And this is awesome. So Greg, thank you for being with us tonight. Susie, thank you for being with us. We had RV with Disney a little bit earlier, and Yami, thank you for being with us. And thank you, Susie. Great first stream from the studio. That is awesome. And so I would just say thank you. Have a great night. And remember, and may we never forget, new side of this one thing, that it was all started with a mouse. Have a great night. See you next time.